Okay, so I'm so excited to get in the gym and kill our quads. And we're gonna go about it like we did last week, which was doing the standing calf raises and leg extensions, the leg press, and then the hack squat. And I just want to do it that order because last time I just loved it. It was one of my favorite workouts that we did for quads. And so like I told you guys, I'm like, sometimes you can't just base it off of one. So like I want to do it a few times like that and then to really see like, now I want to keep it this way. But I mean, I feel like we're going to keep it this way. I feel like I say that more so like if you did have like a bad experience, so like try it again and maybe it's fine. But since I had such a great experience, I feel like it's going to stay this way. But yeah, excited to get in there. Hopefully everything's open in the order I want it to, but if it's not, then it is what it is. Cause you know, we don't want to be standing around for like 20 minutes just to wait for something. So ideally that's the order I would like. But if, you know, we don't have that, then it's okay. We're not gonna just wait around and all that stuff. So we're gonna do that. And then yeah, let's just hope for the best. I'm gonna keep a watch for my like left hip now, especially for lower body. Obviously, it's just always wants to like stay loose and not activate. You know, like my glutes and like making sure my knees coming out and all that stuff. But those are just little things I'm gonna have to like keep in mind. And you know, same goes for you guys. If you have something that you know you have to think about, like when you're doing a certain movement, just always keep it in mind. And then eventually, the hope is that it'll just, you know, be natural and you don't have to overthink it. But you know, for now, it's like kind of having to like wake up and like, well, at least for me, I feel like I have to wake up my left glute and like make sure it's like working and not just like relying on my right. And it's funny too, because I do notice that I always like when I'm just standing, I'm like always leaning on my right, you know, just when you have your hips, like, I mean, you guys know what I mean, right? Because I'm like, wait, I don't know how to explain that. And I always notice I always do to my right. So that's why I'm just like, oh my gosh, my right is always just too overused or whatever. So we're going to just keep that in mind. And yeah, just looking forward to the workout today. I mean, I am a little nervous because I feel like I'm putting so much pressure on it feeling just as amazing, but I'm not going to try to do that because it's making me too nervous. So we're just going to, you know, do our best, have a good time, and of course, like push ourselves. Um, and I think that's all I really have to say about that. And you know, I hope you guys are also like enjoying your like workout routine, like how it's set up. And you know, if you need to move things around according to like whatever your goals are, or even like, even if it's a mental thing, because sometimes I feel like if there's that one exercise and it's like at the end, you're like, or even in the beginning. Okay, for instance, let's talk about like Bulgarians. I actually liked that towards the end because I knew I was like gonna die. But I'm like, well, it's the last exercise. It's okay. Like I can die for the last exercise. I'm okay. But I feel like if I had in the beginning, I feel like I would psych myself out too much, you know? And so I think also you need to know yourself best. Like what makes sense to you and what are you gonna do that is gonna be the best workout for you? You know, and what makes sense, you know, because it's like feel like there's other little details, but you know, I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of liking that we leave the hack squats for last because I feel like to me that one's like the hardest, but it's the last thing. So I'm just like, you know what? Like, yeah, we're gonna give it our all and like kill ourselves. So that's just how my mental state kind of goes, I guess, and that's how I kind of like it. Well, so far I like it like this. So let's just get in there and get started. Okay, so I don't have the weight like at a crazy weight just because I really want to make sure I'm getting my form down. And then, you know, and then we can just, you know, go crazy with the weight and, you know, really push ourselves. But also focusing on like that nice stretch at the bottom. I feel like, you know, people don't realize how important that is. So let's go ahead. This will be the third set. I know, and I've been practicing, and like honestly, my toes are like I can't go any higher. I don't know what's up with that, but I just feel like by looking at it, I feel like I should be more tiptoeing more. But I mean, I'm not going to overthink it too much. I'm also just focusing on my left side because whenever I did calves, like I told you guys, this one want to like tilt in. Well, not like that drastically, but like just kind of just be forward. And I liked how, I want this one to be tilted out, a little bit, and it would stay that way, but not my left. So noticing if I'm just kind of flexing my glutes, both of them, it's helping both of them stay out, or at least, my left. But just keeping that in mind, and hopefully it just kind of just stays doing that without me having to really think about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and do another set, and then we're gonna see if leg extension's open. It's right next to the calves, so hopefully it's open when we're done. Okay, so probably gonna stay doing 3 sets of this again. And just like I said, just do exactly how we did the last workout because it was awesome. So just gonna keep everything the same, and then hopefully just to like reassure myself, like, okay, I think this is how I want it to stay, just how we're doing that. But yeah, these are feeling great. And yeah, I'll go ahead and do this. Will be the first set. I was trying to find, slowly work up to the weight that is my working set. Oh, this felt good. I don't know if you guys noticed before I started, I like flexed my quad just to or quads, both of them. Flex them just to make sure everything's feeling good, before we actually even do the actual set. Feel like I do that a lot. So, yeah, that's why I always feel like I don't know if I take a while before I actually start. It's just almost like maybe if anything, just like a mental thing, just to make sure everything's feeling good. I don't know, it's just something I noticed even. Yeah, just a little something I noticed. Oof. Sorry guys, I think I'm overthinking. I'm overthinking my calves. I'm still not satisfied with how the working sets have been. So I'm gonna have to see what I need to do. So it's just if you're not happy with something and you're just gonna keep everything the same, I don't know, that would be probably not the best choice. So that's why I'm just oh, I don't know. Because I feel, I mean, if you're able to see the weight I was using, I feel like my calves should be much stronger than that. Also, I know I was saying I was lowering the weight, which we were, but still, for that to be that low in strength, I don't know, something needs to change. Hopefully I figure it out. And obviously when I do, I always love sharing that stuff with you guys because sometimes I'm just how did that barely come to me? So right now calves are something I'm just okay, something needs to change. but who knows? Anyways, I'll go ahead and do 2 more sets of these. Oh. I mean, I don't know if it's just me. I mean, well, of course it's just me. I'm the only one. Anyways, feel like my quads are more on fire today than they were the last time. So I'm curious that'll even make my other lifts feel really intense. And I mean, in a good way, or I don't know. But like I said, really focusing on like squeezing my quads and, you know, just without any weight when we're doing like the posing, and it's really like helping me, you know, just do that same squeeze when we're here. So anyways, they feel really good. So we're gonna go ahead, this will be the second set. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. There's a difference. I mean, it's a slight, but it's like, that's all I needed to feel that difference. Anyways, feels good. Well, I'll probably have the next clip when I'm doing a leg press. I know I was saying I'm like, you know, the hack squats are scary, but I mean, who am I kidding? These are scary too, because I'm already like scared. And I mean, everything feels really good. You know, I warmed up, or worked up to my working set. Because see, that's what I'm saying. Like I consider like that warm up, like I work up to my working set, and just to like, you know, I know we had talked about that last video, but anyways, okay, I only have 2 sets of this because I'm just kind of like really mentally, you know, preparing myself, and I think knowing, okay, we're gonna have to give it our all for these 2 sets, and then we can move forward. And you know, we need to be happy with these 2 sets. So I'll take it rep by rep, and then it's like, okay, we have 1 more set. So let's go ahead and let's just do it. Oh, yep, that last rep. Oof. Okay, so that was 5 reps. I mean, that's good. I was honestly aiming for 6, but you know, I just realized last time we did this, we did 5 plates with a 25. And then, you know, I'm so used to using 6, so I put 6 on here. But, you know, me using the leg extensions, my quads are just a little more fatigued than usual. Nothing crazy, because, you know, hey, we're able to still do the weight. But, yeah, I maybe shouldn't have, like, done that huge jump. But, you know, hey, we did 5 reps, and they were good reps. So we'll go ahead, I'll go ahead and yeah, do a back off set. If anything, I'm not sure, maybe instead of a plate, maybe 25, maybe 35, I don't know. I guess we'll see. But then just one more side, and then we use the hack squat. But those felt, honestly, those felt really good. So yeah, I'm happy with how that set went. Okay, so I just went down 20 pounds because if I remember correctly, I feel like we did drop it to the 25, and I felt like I could have done just a little bit more weight. So hopefully I was right, and this weight is just right. So this will be the last set. Ooh, yeah, last set. Okay. I just want to make sure it's a good one. Because, you know, there's not going to be like doing a do-over or something, you know? So just making it each one count. And a lot of it is like a lot of mental, so I have to really like, I'm just imagining me going through the reps and me pushing, me just doing all those motions, you know, bracing, pushing, going forward, and like just imagining it before we even go into it. So that's why sometimes I'm like, I take a while because I'm mentally, you know, also preparing, and it helps me. I like doing that. I mean, even I psych myself out because it's like sometimes that first rep, you're just, or at least me, I'm like, man, that's heavy. And then it's just like, you know, trying to be like, of course it's heavy. You know, like if we're not trying to just throw away, well, yeah, we're not trying to throw away our gains here. But, you know, I'm not supposed to be just throwing around the weight. It's going to be hard, but each rep has a meaning. Each rep is counting towards, you know, like making it count. So you guys know that I hate that I talk because it's been, you know, almost something I have to always constantly catch myself because it's like we're doing squats and I'm just like, man, this weight feels heavy. And then I'm like here and I'm like, this weight feels heavy. And then I guess that's why Ronnie Coleman says nothing but a peanut, because you just kind of have to just literally get yourself out of that mindset of, you know, this feels heavy. And you start slowly, you know, because it's almost like this feels heavy, then that's also telling myself you know, I'm not as strong. I'm kind of weak, you know, so I'm gonna have to like, you know, address it going into it already feeling like, you know, powerful and all that stuff. So I'll try to catch myself when we're doing the hack squats and not talk to myself that way, because I can tell my body kind of just like, oh yeah, it is feeling heavy. Let me, you know, like, are we going to be able to do this? And then I have to snap myself out of being like, no, we're going to do this set, you know, and it's hard for a reason. So anyways, that was it for this. And we'll go ahead and do, yeah, the hack squats. I feel like I'm still trying to figure out like my real working set, but we're just going to gauge it from last time. So last time it was a plate and a 10. So I'm going to just add 10 more pounds on each side. And hopefully this is like, you know, a good weight. Because I mean, I was tempted just to put like 25s, but you know, like let's not get too crazy too fast. I mean, I guess I'm holding myself back because I have a tendency to like put too much weight sometimes, and I'm like, oh, what? Like I should have done it slower, you know. So we're just gonna try this weight out. I mean, they feel really good. It feels really good. So I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy this set. I mean, who knows? If I'll enjoy it, I'll probably. Since it's the working set, I might feel like I'm dying, but also enjoying that too. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, glad we didn't jump to 25s. So, oof. I mean, they were good, but uh, I don't know. I just, since, you know, I'm still doing, these are still like technically new to me. I I guess technically I want them to feel a little more smoother. But who knows, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I think I'll do a back off set for the last one. Just because it's like, this will be the last set. Okay, well, you know what? Either I do a back off set or I do 2 more sets because it's like lower reps, you know, to get, you know, those reps in. But I guess we'll see what I decide. Okay, guys, so I did lower the weight, but you know, it's not going to be hard. I guess it's just I want to also like the reps, but I mean, I'm not saying the reps were sloppy, but I don't know. I have a different level of how I like my reps to be, and but anyway, that's like a preference. But it's gonna be the last set. I'm trying to do as much as I can, and whew, yeah, just like I said, mentally getting ready again, like trying to fill it out. But everything felt really good. Feeling very centered, if that makes sense. So I like that feeling. I like just feeling very, you know, I guess like, you know, if someone were to push me over, I don't think they could. Or at least that's what I feel when I'm doing it. But anyways. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I know some of you guys said that same thing happens to you. Your headphones want to like pop off. Because all the, us squeezing and all the blood coming to your head. I don't know, but same with me. They always want to feel like they're falling off. Okay, I was very happy with that set. Yeah, I think the feeling I like going for is like, it feels hard as in like my muscles are like giving out, like I can't go no more. But the rhythm, the pace, how the rep feels solid, and I'm in control of the weight. So the first set, I mean, if anything, maybe I'll get my body used to carrying that weight, even if it's just a little more. But I feel like the rhythm, it was going. I didn't care for it. But like I said, it's just maybe a personal thing of how I like going about it. So I like that last set. Felt great. Felt great that, I don't know, just everything about it. I mean, like I told you guys, I didn't used to like this machine, but now I just really am obsessed with it. So it's funny how that happens. Anyways, we have one more thing to do and then we're done. I almost forgot to do the flexing for quads. I'm so used to just going through the workout and then we just go in the car and get going. But can't neglect these because I'm actually really thankful for us to start doing these because it's helped me figure out how to flex my my left quad better. I guess if anything, it's like obviously I know how to flex it, but like just to like really squeeze it, And so even right now, I'm just like, okay, like prepare it how I like it. Oh, maybe I can also show you guys. So I think that's the other thing I've been having a little like overthinking when I'm doing my calves, because if you guys want to see what I'm talking about with my knees, I think you guys can see it. Okay, so when I say my knees like curve in, so like this is them, like like normal. I have to slightly bend them so that you don't like lock out. And I think they're called like boat-legged knees. I actually don't know. No one's really confirmed that. I don't know. I think I've heard it once and I was just like, oh, is that what it's called? But so I don't know if you guys can even see that, how the knees go in like that. And so I have to just always be aware. So I always have to like really, just because it's just like, to me, it feels really uncomfortable to have the knees like behind me, if that makes sense. So it's just like this whole thing I have to like really like, but I've gotten used to it. So maybe it's like, it's not that big of a deal. I've worked around it or whatever. But anyways, maybe I'm just like, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm overthinking it and it's not a big deal, but that's my knees. So I guess I'm saying when I'm flexing, it feels a little funny with my knees. So, I mean, if anyone else has knees like that, I'm curious how you go about, doing your lower body workout. I mean, not saying it does a big thing, but I don't know. Like I said, probably overthinking it. So anyways, let's just do some quad flex. Yeah, because it's like, even right now, this knee is feeling a little funny. I can't really, I think if anything, I guess I'm saying like I need to give it some time because I do think I tweaked it the other day when we did lower body because I was tilting more, and when I'm tilting more and my glutes not flexed, you know, do you see how the knees kind of like coming more in compared to like if it's coming out? But I was really focusing on that and everything felt great. So my knees were fine, like everything felt great, but it's just like I said, you kind of have to, if you do tweak something, as long as you know how it happened, then you can address it and, you know, hopefully it won't happen again. So anyways, so let's see, every time we do quads, I'm like, I have a whole monologue to talk while we're flexing. Okay. I'm like, kind of want to grab my shirt because it's like the smaller your waist is, you know, the bigger your legs are going to look. And I'm always wearing like a big old t-shirt when we're doing this. But we'll just do this one. And then, you know, if we do a little calf, I think my calves are in good frame. And I know you guys were saying, you know, this one, and then you do like this with when you're like showing your abs and doing that. So that one is a fun one, but I don't know, I feel like it doesn't really do it justice if you don't like aren't wearing like a sports bra or something. But I think that's about it. And then we'll do the adductors. Remember, the adductors are for right here, and they just kind of make your leg look more thick. So, and that's why like I'm really trying to focus on the quads because yes, this makes the leg look thick right here, but I want my teardrop and everything to look really thick as well. Well, I want the whole leg to look thick. So I think we did, or maybe I'm too far back. I don't even know. It's hard to make sure I'm getting my full body into frame. Like I said, we're still practicing. To me, I feel like it already feels a little better, as in like just me knowing the difference of like really flexing my quads instead of like trying to figure it out. Or at least, like I said, at least with this side, this one's fine. So I think that's why I always catch myself flexing this leg instead of this one. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with this one. I think it's still, you know, figuring out its place. But yeah, let's go ahead and do our last exercise and then go in the car. So my adductors are already pretty fatigued from that hack squat. So I'm doing a little less weight than usual, but they feel good. So this is going to be the last set. Yeah, I enjoy these. It's like a nice squeeze. Oh, okay. This got me. Yeah, I just enjoy the burn at the end. It's funny, if I'm not talking out loud, I notice that I just enjoy the feelings before and after, more after, because that feeling is like, you know, when your muscles are just pumped or just on fire, like, I just love enjoying it. And so I'm just like, to myself thinking like, man, that feels so good. And then I'm like, oh wait, yeah, you guys are here too. Like, need to say something, or like, I'm just look like I'm like zoned out. But I don't know, that's another thing, you know, when you're in the gym and you feel like everyone's watching you or whatever, it's like, now most of the time people are just, enjoying their workout or, thinking about other things that have nothing to do with anyone else. And, so like they can be off somewhere else. And most of the time that's me just like enjoying whatever it is that I'm doing. And then if I'm not, I'm like, okay, what can I do to make it feel good for the next set? Just thinking about stuff like that. But yeah, I used to always, well, I mean, I probably still get that, but they just don't tell me anymore, which is good. Because I would always get people telling me like, oh yeah, I just like always see you, you like never smile. You look like you're just really like, okay, either they say you're in the zone or like you're upset, but it's just like, we're at the gym. I mean, I guess I'm smiling right now, like after the fact of like how it feels, but like most of the time when you're working out and you're tired, you're not going to be smiling, most of the time. And I think it's funny. I think someone did like a funny little meme of that, like someone smiling and lifting, and it's like the creepiest thing. So, anyways, let me get off this machine and let's go ahead to the car. But yeah, I hope you guys aren't those people that are, always telling people, why aren't you smiling? Why do you look like something's wrong or, something like that. It's just at the end of the day, we're at the gym for ourselves, and sometimes that is, we are making our own little, we're in our own little world, I guess, you're making your own little expressions and stuff like that. So yeah, because I mean, I catch myself like I'm like, oh wait, yeah, you guys are, I need to address you guys, and not, I can't be in my own little world and like, think about certain things. But also, if you guys do that, I do want to like, share that I do that too. I zone out. I'm starting to think about something and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a nice thing, to have for ourselves, to feel that. And like I guess I'm saying that, yeah, like working out and stuff like gives me that enjoyment. And I don't know, I mean, not look like I'm enjoying myself to other people, but to me, like that's enjoyment, and I'm like happy and satisfied after, every set and every rep and everything like that. Um, but yeah, who knows? I mean, they like people used to always say that more often, but I don't think people like go about that anymore, which is nice because everyone's respectful of everyone and not, acting like someone's at the gym for them, like, why aren't you smiling? Because it's making me, would make me feel better. I was like, what? No, like everyone's at the gym for themselves, and, everyone got, what they're going through and all that stuff. So it's like at the same time too, don't ever take anything like personal with, if you do find people like not smiling at you, you know, but I think we all know that. I think you guys know that because, yeah, it's just, yeah, I think it's a thing that used to be like way back then, but, I don't think it's like that anymore. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm excited to, to just progressing. I liked how it was set up. I liked doing the leg extensions. I liked doing the leg press and then, hack squats, and I liked that. So we're gonna keep doing that. And that's why too, like, find out how you like setting your workout out. Like, even if it's a few days that you're like, okay, let me try it out one more time. And then you're just like, no, yeah, this feels awesome. I really like how it all flowed, and I just really like it that way. And nice thing too is that all of the machines that I'm doing are like right next to each other, because it'd be like, okay, I would do calves and then the leg press would be way over here. And then I would come back to do, or no, I would go over there to do Smith machine, and then I would come, yeah, no, it was just like funny because it would be like all the opposite sides. So it's nice that it's just right there. So it's like after I'm done, I'm just like, okay, just scoot over, and just also like gauge like, oh, if that person's like done, then I'll just like, be like, oh, I'll use it after you, So, so that's also, I think that's why it's also kind of nice because they're all just right next to each other. So it's just like, wow, I like how that all just ended up. But sometimes it doesn't end up like that. But it's just funny how it did. Um, but I think there was something else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes I look when I'm like editing the videos. I mean, it's funny. I actually don't like listening to myself when I'm editing. I just because I cringe at myself. So I just put it out there. I just, I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. But anyways, when I listen to them, I'm just like, oh, like, I'm surprised I didn't add this. It's like, because it's like when I look back, I'm like, oh, I had all these other things I want to talk about, but I only talked about that. And I'm like, huh, that's funny. I should have added this or that, like, to make more sense. And so it's just funny how I'm just like, I'm glad that you guys still take something out of it and you guys understand what I'm trying to say with certain things. Because I think that was always like my fear is that I would never make sense, like I'm just like, oh, because it's like I feel like sometimes I can be all over the place, like my thoughts and all that stuff. And I'm just like, hopefully I make sense. And then, and that's why too, I overthink and then I don't get anything done. So like, that's why I told myself like, no, just record, talk, put it out there, don't overthink it. And that's why I really do mean it when I'm like, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the videos. And I'm glad that you guys are getting something out of it. And if anything, I'm just, thanks for just supporting me on like my journey and trying to like, just do my best and, figuring it out on the way and all that stuff. Like, I really do appreciate that. So even though I might have more to say, maybe we'll just save it for the next video. Sometimes that happens too. And I'm just like, I'll just talk about it in the next one or something. But yeah, I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys for the next workout. Bye.